Hey everyone, it's John again. I'm gonna play a little Immaculate Grid. Did all right yesterday with pretty easy grid. It was just all-star 10 home runs for a couple teams, so it was not a huge undertaking. I was able to get I get two for the rarity round. I was even able to get to a 30 on the timed round, which is in like 40 seconds. But I think that's more testimony to it was definitely a easier skill level yesterday than most grids. But yeah, it was still fun to do. So let's go for today. Gotta share my screen here. Hit refresh, hit go, and away we go. All right, Magliardonias. Yup. Nelly Fox hits both these teams. It's gotta be, that's probably gonna be a low one. Um, Name is Daryl Boss and played for both teams, right? No? Oh, I was so sure he played for both teams. I thought that was a memory. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't get that. Huh. I was as misremembered it. All right. Well, let's see here. Still recover and get 8, I guess. Why did I even bother with that? I could Chris Sale. Just get Chris Sale in there. That's weird. I don't know why I thought that. I'll have to look at Daryl Boston. I could have sworn he played for both Sox teams, and that's where I was remembering it from. I don't even know why I try to get fancy. Get Miguel Cabrera, Bagwell, uh, Movan, but Nomar did it, and Biggio. And Ty Cobb would have been fine for the top one. Man, that's stupid. I can't believe I messed that up. All right, let's take a quick game break and we're gonna look at Daryl Boston. Played for the White Sox, Mets. Where did I even get it in my head that he played for the Red Sox? I thought that was I thought there was a connection there, and I was wrong. So that's a fun fact. The man named Boston never actually played for Boston. I thought the man whose name was Boston had played for Boston. So I was wrong about that. All right. Well, that's an embarrassing start. Let's see if we can get a good rarity score out of it, though. We get two bites at this particular apple. I missed the easy one because I couldn't just say Chris Sale, or I just thought of Carl Reynolds. He's probably a low rarity score though. Who's another one? Ooh, Jack Quinn will work, right? I looked him up the other day. So there's a few options here. I don't know why I insist on going with a player that I was apparently very, very wrong about. Let's see. I'm just gonna throw Al Simmons on there. I know he works. It's usually a pretty low one, 0.3. Um, grab Darren Erstead, still sub one. Yeah, let's get Jack Quinn in there. That's the guy, right? Yeah, zero point oh 0.01. He's also a 200 game winner. That's where I came across him. All right. 100 RBI season, 100 runs season. How do we feel about Garinger? Figure when he hit 374, he probably got 200 runs scored. That's a 2%er. All right. It's better than I would have expected. 100 RBI for the Astros. Let's see. I think Derek Bell will work. Moisalu works. Obviously Bagwell works. We just used him. Um, Jim Wynn works. Ooh, how about Morgan Ensberg? Takes 1%. Over here, let's go Walt Troppo. He makes an appearance in my book. goes point 0.5. Um, and then up here for 100 RBI. Let's see, Colavito will work. Higginson will work. But let's go with Higginson. He's also in my book in the same chapter as Walt Trapo. They were the worst, or I think lowest WAR seasons. Actually, I don't think Higginson was one of the low WAR seasons, but I was doing low WAR seasons to be 330 home runs and 100 RBI. And Higginson in I think 2000 was like 301, 30, 100 or something like that. He was like the limit. And so I was basically pointing like they're not all created equal, right? You get a Higginson season, they get like Babe Ruth seasons, but okay, he goes sub one. Um, and now if we're thinking about 100 run seasons, um, Fred Lynn will certainly work. Jim Rice will certainly work. Um, Damon will work, I'm sure. Ellsbury will work. That's obviously works. Boggs will work. He was hitting lead off in the 80s. Um, Dom DiMaggio might work. How about Jimmy Fox, actually? He goes point 0.5. And then let's see. I wonder if Dickie Thon maybe got to 100 runs scored. I'm very confident that Jim Wynn and Joe Morgan will both work as well. Um, Glenn Davis, I'm not as sure about. Jose Cruz, I'm not as sure about. I've gotten burned by Jose Cruz before. Cesar Cedeno, not sure. A lot of people I'm not really sure on. Um, feel pretty confident on Berkman. Not sure on Kent. 100 runs scored is one that doesn't stick with me the way 100 RBI does. Wynn drew so many walks. I gotta believe he got across the plate 100 times at least once as an Astro. He did. All right, 1%. So rarity score of 7. It's pretty good. My score of throwing down a random name I didn't need to because I had two super low ones. Carl Reynolds and Jack Quinn are two super low ones that work for both of the Sox team, and the rarity and the timed round doesn't even matter. So I could have just thrown Chris Sale on there. So I feel kind of silly about that. But I had in my head that Daryl Boston played for Boston, and I knew he played for Chicago. I was right about that. All right, well, I'll call it there. I got to get back to doing some work. So thanks all for playing and have a great rest of your night. Peace.